Hello there guys, my name is Jay or the 8 and welcome back to another episode of the EGS Spotlights, where today we are looking at the Thanatos assault vessel by MisterCrow. Now this thing is an absolute beast. It houses probably the most amount of guns I've ever witnessed on a tank. It is bonkers, and I've flown in stuff that Robin's built, and this is completely insane. And I love and absolutely dig the details that are going on this ship, because like all this pipe work and tubing, it just looks crazy and insane. And looking at it from the behind as well, it is just brilliant. And I like all the lighting and stuff going out to the sides. It's just an absolute tank, literally. And yeah, so this thing houses one artillery turret, 4 plasma turrets, 4 rocket turrets, 1 minigun turret, 6 front mounted Gatling guns, 1 fridge, an armoured locker constructor, 4 ammo boxes, 4 large containers, 4 fuel tanks, 2 generators, 2 O2 tanks, 1 O2 station, 3 directional spotlights, 1 front spotlight, 2 hover boosters and 4 hover engines. So yeah, I did not totally read that or anything, but either way I come prepared. So as stated, this thing is just an absolute beast of a thing. It is just, yeah, you would want this on your side if you were assaulting anything. And it's got a nice little ramp you can sort of do a bit of a run and jump at, and then you can jump inside. And as normal, it is a pressurized environment in here from what I'm aware, and we should have is it pressurized in here? Yeah, it is. It's pressurized in here. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, this is the internals, and what a very comfortable internals we actually have. So what it actually tells us is what we need in terms of ammunition to stock this ship up, because of course we've got a lot of guns, and you need to know what guns you need so you can produce them. So yeah, this as a general thing is just a really cool survival craft, because what you can do is you can read these, it tells you exactly what you want, and you can just order them through the constructor, which I'm still trying to find. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have the constructor here. So what you can do is you can basically dabble between the two and produce them. And then we have obviously cargo boxes, a fridge. So this thing could really easily house a team of 3 people to sort of run around, fight and kill and stay out in the field for as long as possible, provided they have the amount of oxygen that's right for them, and that they have enough food and other supplements. So yeah, it's a really cool ship, and the fact that we've got all these little things. I'm actually going to take my suit off here, and we're just going to wander around like this, because we are on a Akura. It's a nice and friendly planet. So let us jump in here. So I don't really need to fire off the guns, because it's not really, you know what they do. They're not as exciting to me anyway as the ship. But this is the craft, and when you actually fly it, it feels heavy. It legit feels like it's a tank, because some of the hover vessels I've created and flown don't really feel like this, and I just love the way this thing handles. It is boisterous, to say the least. It's very swishy and washy, but it's heavy. This thing is a legitimate tank. It's slow moving. Here's the Cessna that we reviewed earlier, and yeah, it's just heavy and badass and awesome. But I think what I might do is I might actually get some of those 130 artillery shell HVs. We'll get some of them, and we'll actually have a bit of fun with that main turret, because the main turret on this is a badass and I love them. So we need artillery shells HVs. So we'll get a ton of these and just throw them in, shall we? And just hope to God that we can do some damage to this little Cessna. So let's jump back in, and what you do is you go into the control panel, go into devices, and then you would find your guns. We have weapon systems here, which is 16 weapons in all, which is again just crazy. And we jump inside, and here we are. Now we're just reloading, and we should be able to fire soon, I hope. There we go. Oh my god, there we go. So we just annihilate. These turrets are really cool, but they're slow moving, and again, very much like a tank, it's got a very slow moving turret on the top, so you can't really, you know, OP with this turret too much. Whoa! Because of course it's slow moving, so you can't, you could probably shoot something out the sky with this, but it's going to be very difficult unless you've got 2 of them sort of aiming in different positions and sort of spam fire. Wow, pretty. But yeah, that's the turret. It's, again, it is a bit overkill, some would say, but I really do love it. And in terms of speed, this thing can get up to speed okay. It's not the quickest, I will be honest, but it gets there and does the job. I think it can sit higher off the ground than this, but because of its weight, it really does struggle to sort of get to that height quite quickly, because the thrusters on this, well, the hover thrusters, are kind of struggling as it is to keep the whole craft in the air. So when you're trying to raise it off the floor a bit more, it's only putting more stress under them, and then, of course, it struggles. But as you can see, once you do get to a height, it just kind of stick to it. The weight kind of means it bounces a little bit, and you see them sort of push back up. But no, it's not a bad little craft, and we do have the booster thrusters, which will help if you need to get over rougher terrain and steeper terrain and stuff. But I mean, in terms of steeper terrain, it conquers it. Hover thrusters conquer pretty much anything anyway, so they're not too bad. And in terms of turning, it's a bit iffy, to say the least. It gets there after a while, but it's a tank. It's slow. So yeah, that has really been my review. I can't really show you much more because it's just a very pretty craft. It works very, very well, and just the detailing on it is awesome, and the amount of features in terms of all the different kinds of blocks we've got on here, because this is literally a craft that we could survive in and not have to worry too much about having to take the ship out and get back home before we do anything else. It's one of the things, it's just a great craft all in all, and it encompasses everything you would need to be sort of a long sort of distance from base fighter. And of course I took my thingy off, my jetpack off and everything, so I'm kind of stuck in the ocean now, which is great. So if you guys have enjoyed the look at the Thanatos assault vessel, go and check it out on the Steam Workshop. I would really consider this as something I would happily build in survival, and you know, actually get working and stuff, because it's just a really, really well equipped and awesome ship. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't, you know where the button is. Comment for anything else you'd like me to see. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later. Peace!